You ever make a rookie mistake so bad that you can't believe what just happened? I didn't record the draft that we just had. Oh my god, I did not record the draft that we had, and it was beautiful! Alright. So, we drafted cycling. We had a backup plan because cycling in Pack 1 didn't happen. And then we got 3 Zenith Flares. 3 Zenith Flares. And I didn't record it. Bastion of Remembrance doesn't matter to me. Man, that was a beautiful draft, and I was popping off, and oh, I'm so heartbroken right now. So heartbroken right now. I can't believe I did that. So this probably won't make its way into something coherent. This will probably just be background. Oh man, I can't believe that. So basically what happened was, and this is me in post, I was very silent because at first I thought I was going to be using this as just background for the podcast and whatnot. But what was happening was I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let the fact that I drafted this sweet deck and forgot to record it. We're talking 3 Zenith Flares. It's legitimately the most perfect cycling deck that I've ever drafted in Ikoria. But now we have what's happening with my opponent is that they're a little salty, they're a little bit mad, and they're taking their good sweet time because I get it. I was in cycling. And nobody really likes to be stuck going up against a cycling deck, especially one as sweet as mine. So I totally understand why my opponent was mad. It just didn't make it any easier as I kind of waited for them to see if they were going to rope me or just flat out quit. Yeah, I was just so upset at myself for not recording that. Damn. See if they notice the... I mean, we could be sitting in a trap here, folks. We could be sitting in a trap. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's lethal. They have to kill something. They have to kill something, folks. Just took it. Can't blame them. But yeah, 3 Zenith Flares, not a single one showed up that game. And we get to go into game 2! I don't believe that, though. Damn, man. That's a beautiful craft, too. Do we assert a dominance? Not yet. You're playing a 48 card deck? Alright. Bye, Phlox. Oh! I'm cool with that. I am most cool with that. Probably kill the attack. Yeah, that's fine. Fill my graveyard up. That is right. Fill it up. Stormwild Capador. Now, many things can still go wrong for us. If you got it, you got it. You got something to kill the Capador, you got something to kill the Capador with. And they just gave up. Conceded. That's alright, I had 2 more Zenith Flares. Now I gotta show you this deck, folks. So the deck's name is 3 Flare Howl, and we got 3 Zenith Flares. Our pack 1 pick 1 was Dirgebat. Our second pick was Necropanther. Third pick was Cavern Whisperer. Fourth pick was our first Zenith Flare. But the rest of pack 1 didn't really have any good cycling cards being passed to us. So that's why there's, like, you know, the Pacifism, a Blossoming Sands, you know, a couple of the cards that we got that wound up being in the deck, like the Stormwind. And then it wasn't until, like, mid-pack 2, like, you know, opened up a Zenith Flare. Then got past, like, 3 picks later, another Zenith Flare. So I knew to my left and right, nobody was in cycling. And we're back with 3 Flares Howl. Simple. Woo! I could have called the deck that too, and it would have been more on brand for Dom Douglas, but 3 Flares Howl. Simple enough. Opponent goes first. We got some cycling ones, and we're good. We got a cycling one. We got a flourishing fox into Vantasar. Let's see the Sag happen right before our very eyes. Flourishing fox. Bingo bango. Sorry, Jays. When you get past pretty much 3 Zenith Flares, you gotta take it. Now, do you attack and try to go for... Ooh, you didn't. Alright, so... You're gonna kill it, that's fine. Yeah. And... yeah. Alright, cool. You didn't know, but, like... Alright, so... Alright. I think we can Splendid Mare next turn. Yeah, we're gonna pump Bushwag up. You didn't pump Bushwag up. Why? Alright. See if they notice. The fact that Stinger now has lifelink. Now pump it up. What the f are you doing? Ran through again? Alright. Getting a Zenith Flare would be really appreciative right now. I think we just go all out. I think we just go all out. And do our damnedest to get a flare in hand. Alright, see if it happens. Let's see if they get greedy. If they get greedy... Get greedy. We've got counterspell. No other point. Counter it. I ain't giving you the win. I mean, it's fall susceptible to that. It's just, you know, you're going to lose a few just because you farted out. And the fact that nobody in my pod was drafting cycling either, it readily is available. It became apparent. Now, mind you, if I had one of my three early on, I probably would have won that game. But right now, I'm getting 2 Dranith Stingers. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to do that. I mean, they have kills, but we're going to do that, do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to bait it out. Alright, startling development. Still on the hunt for a red land. This is what happens when you play 14 lands. Oh. Okay. Well, I should have done that first, actually. We're going to play the healer. We're actually going to play a Dranith healer. We're actually going to put our Flourishing Fox to death. What? Alright. Slither Wisp, okay. I mean, everything has what? Flash? Yeah. Let's, like, really put emphasis on the fact that this Flourishing Fox needs to die. And we'll just set up with the Savini Thundermare for a baller next turn. Now, they're going to flash something in, and that's fine. Or they're going to pump it up or something. Yeah, unlikely 8. There we go. And it has life. So we're both dead. Oh, indestructible. Okay, cool. It did what it was supposed to. I mean, there's that. I mean, that's not the important thing that you want to worry about. What does it have? Alright, cool. Here's a turn. I kind of don't really need to care right now. Well, let's have it baited. Let's bait the counters. Capture Spirit? Okay. You're not really doing anything good, though. You're just sitting back, holding back. No blocks. And you're just going to sit on your counter spells, and that's fine. Lurking Deadeye. See if they think that... Let's see them counter this one, not expecting the second one. Or even the third one. They Took it? Holy sh... Four. Now they probably think I only have one. You fell right into my trap, buddy. Flash just got to play around with it. And they were trying to be cute at the end. They tapped out thinking I didn't have the second Zenith Flare. What they also didn't know is I had a third Zenith Flare in the deck. So, yeah. Most of the time you think when you're going up against cycling, you got one Zenith Flare. Because it's an uncommon. And you're not supposed to have, out of 27 packs, 3 Zenith Flares happen. Plus getting all the one cycles. But that was a weird draft. I'm not going to lie. The first 3 picks were not Zenith Flare. It was starting white, black with a leaning black mutate. And I was going to start getting the green stuff in pack 2. That's what I was thinking. And then Zenith Flare popped up. Pick 4, I think. And I was like, yo, how did this happen? We'll take it on spec. Next thing I know, holy crap, the rest of that pack wasn't really cycling. The rest of that pack was, you know, no cycling cards like, you know, a Memory Leak and Dranith Slinger and whatnot. But it was like a Thundermane and a Splendor Mare and a couple of creatures. And, what do I get rid of? So I want to get rid of a land, because we need lands. Yeah. You gotta go brazen, you gotta go ballsy, you gotta go big. Oh, Bushwhack, we got our asses kicked to this deck last time. Naturalist, alright. Cool, so what we can do is, next turn, Splendor Mare, and then cycle. We're going to cycle the Mare and cycle the Leak, giving Stinger, if it survives, lifelink. And then every time we cycle, lose one game. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Attack with the Bushwhack. You don't want to. Cool. This is too important of a turn to not do the cycling combo. Now, if they drop another land, which they didn't, so they're not going to attack with Bushwhack. But I think right now, we're in a really good spot. We can Crag, cycle Crystal, cycle Leak, Rookie Parrot. I think we cycle this. Cycle that. Cycle this. No attacks. Now, does that deal damage to me? Any target, okay. So they can do 2. Because right now, they're mana. And they're hating life because they know we're playing 12 to 14 lands. Now, do you attack in mass? You do. I got no blocks, I don't care. Alright, so we're going to do this. Depending on how they tap, depending on how they attack, we might be getting really big advantage here. 3 for that, 2 for that. Like, they've been doing the best they can to deal damage to us. Alright, so we do this. We do this. Can't really tap down anything. Let's let them play. Let's let them play what they feel like they want to play. Titan the Threx, put a trample counter on target creature you control. Okay. Draw a card. Stop on main. Cycling 2. The Raking Claws. Go up to 22. Tap down the Goric. Draw our card. Remove the stop. I think they've just lost their mind, or they've got a crazy pump thinking I'm gonna block. They're thinking I'm gonna block, folks. And I'm not. I don't know why you didn't pump up the Brushwag unless you have another creature on board. Ram through that. I can see that. But okay, we got the win. We got double flare. Alright, that's game. GG's. And that's the power of 2 Zenith Flares. 2 Zenith Flares, come on, man. With another one in backup? We've lost a game, I think. Yeah, we lost a game. Probably due to a misplay, but I think, in hindsight, I think it was just destined to lose that game, no matter what. I'm just kind of surprised that Wizards hasn't, like, explained certain things when it comes to what's probably, like, not a Look, it's pretty bad with the update yesterday, and people want to say defend them and whatnot, and it's so hard. It is, but when your track record is always screwing up your updates every time it's been updated in like the last year, year and a half, maybe even 2 years, it's not been successful. And there's always something screwed up. Something always gets screwed up, and there needs to be another update on top of the update. So yesterday there was a big significant update getting ready for this BS set coming out, and we're just gonna kill our stinger. This BS set coming out, and you know, the Jumpstart Historic Horizons, and you know, it's how do I put this? It was a 12-hour update. Menachem and Lifelink. So yeah, you know, it was 12 hours, extended a little bit more, and even on my other computer, I have to use my roommate's computer right now, because it simply won't do the update. And if I have to delete Arena, that'll be the 5th time that I've had to delete Arena and reinstall Arena on my computer. I mean, I'm kind of mad that they exiled it. We're gonna have to get rid of that. I don't think Snare Attack is going to survive. This might be a game that we lose, thinking about it. This might be one that we lose, folks. They have 5 open mana. 14/21. All right. Yeah, I don't think they were expecting that line. Tapping down the lurking. I'm very familiar with Flash in this set. But right now, I think they got to kill the snare attack. And if they can't, I'm about to, like, go crazy. Lich Leech, -2, -2. Target creature. So, probably the Rescuer or the Stinger. Stinger, it's got to be the Stinger because it has lifelink. Okay. No blocks. I gotta discard 2 to get 3. Now, what do we do here? Day Squad Marshal, fine. I think we're past the point of getting life off this. So if he has a pump, he's got. If they have a pump, they have to empty their hand. Light of Hope. All right, they emptied their hand. That's fine. Fuck. 8. So that buys me another turn. It's buying me 1 turn. Are they exile? Yeah, Fox. Well, we're beyond the scope of things. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ugh. Not how I want to lose, considering I'm only playing 14 lands. And in that one I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, And I churn through a lot of my deck. So... And then we get stuff like this, where it's beauty... Beautiful. Alright. Beep, bop, boop, bop, deep. Come on. I gotta make an executive choice. Do I cook burgers now? Or wait for dinner? And do I just make sandwiches right now? Alright, so far, not liking what I'm seeing. Alright, so... The absolute second we put snare attack up, it's gonna get killed. Oh no, it's psych. They hard cast the crystal. All right, all right. Actually, yeah. Actually, I think we just hard cast the Splendor Mare. I think hard casting the Splendor Mare is a good choice, and then imposing Vantasaur. Imposing Vantasaur and then literally cast the Raking Claws onto the mare. That's what we're going to do. I think we cycle the will. Alright, we can still hardcast this. Get Frostbale out next turn. Because we can heal her. We can basically Dranith healer, cycle the healer. So we're going to attack with the snare attack. Get him down to 7. I think we just play it safe. Tap it down again. Even if Tack dies. See what happens. Yep. Another W. That's another win in the win column for us, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, buddy. What do we have? 5 wins now? 2 losses? Yeah, 5 wins, 2 losses. Alright, old man. Let's see what you got. Yeah, I like this, because we're going to Wind Scar into Healer, and then start doing cycling. Kill the healer. Are we gonna kill the healer? No, we're not. Cycle 2. Bippity boppity boop. Oh yeah, we're in business next turn, folks. Four mana, Stinger. They're still looking for their 3rd land, I think, or they're white. I mean, playing 12 lands is appropriate in these decks, but I went 14 because I didn't have enough utility in the ones. I didn't have enough Stingers, Healers, Snare Attacks, so I'd rather play the 14 lands that I have than unflood or mana screw like what's happening to our opponent right now. But that's the risk that you're taking with this cycling deck. Like, you're on a very high risk. And it happened to us in one of our games, the game that we lost too. You're not going to get your mana sometimes. It's just, you're riding a very dangerous line when you're playing a quote-unquote optimal cycling deck in Ikoria Limited. I think this is where our opponent decides enough is enough. It's time for a change. I want to die. Now that being said, if they get a snare attack and they start tapping some stuff down, we're in a pretty good position. Because Stinger and Healer don't need to attack to do damage and gain life. What I think, though, is Stinger's about to die, maybe. But they're still looking for land number 3. I mean, when you're playing 12 mana in a 40-card deck, it's a risk you take, especially with cycling. But the upside is, man, you can... Already, I have churned through so many cards. 3, 4, 5. Like, yeah, I'm 15 cards deep. And we're in turn 4. And I've gone through 15 cards on turn 4. They have just about done the same with just 2 mana. So you can't fault the cycling deck for being as good as it is. That being said, you kind of need to get lucky to get it. And I think we got really lucky on our draft that I didn't record because I'm an idiot. Alright, this could be the moment in time our opponent says, I'm effing done with this. I have enough for a Stormwind Capador and a memory. I'm pretty sure if they don't get anything this turn, they're going to rope us. And I get it, like, you know, it sucks being 5-2. Getting mana. Because they got to assume we got the win on board. And then this nasty little combo right here. And then we just go full out. And leave it up to them. Board wipe, and then Stinger into fumes. Yeah, I was about to flare anyway. Alright, 6-2, I'll take it. We're bronze 1. In this draft, we went from whatever tier we were to start to bronze 1, so I'm happy with that. Ooh, yeah. Why couldn't have this been on the other account, though, man? That would have been sick. Just the gems alone that I would have gotten. Just on the rare drafts. This is pretty good. This is really good. If we get a plains, we're in business, ladies and gents. We're a turn slower than I'd like to be. That being said, they're definitely going to count what we about to bring out. So let's just get the healer countered. Why not? It's one of the more unimportant cards in our deck. They cycled. Huh. They cycled a Wilt. It's probably a good call, because they know we don't have artifacts or enchantments that we're going to be casting. Uh-oh. That's bad. That's bad. A case could be made to cycle and hope we get a land. Always had it. I think we just slowly set up. Trump Ignore is going to pound our dinner in, so to speak. Alright, so we need a land and a snare attack. Actually, no, I think we just might flood out. Pacifism! I think this is what we gotta do. We got a hunt. They're gonna double block. I think this is just what we gotta do. I think we only have one line, and that's just to churn through our deck until we get crazy with the Cheese Whiz. I'm cool with healer blocking too. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Because that makes them waste their lands. So we can snare attack. I'll tell you what we do. We put a stop on the mean. Crystal. Bring out a creature. They're holding mana up. Why would they hold mana up, you may ask? And if they got the negate or whatever, they got it. Alright. Here's the problem, though. Six. They'll pump up the brushwag. They didn't pump up the brushwag. What the? Mighty Mammoth. Alright, that gets tapped out. We got there. We got there. Holy crap. Raking Claws. Not just for cycling, but also ending the game out of nowhere. Alright, this program did this thing again, so... Oh, we got our 7th win. Cool. On that front, my name's Dahmer, also known as Dom Douglas, and may your top deck always be mythic.